I don't know who you are. If you're looking for GPS numbers, I don't have them. But what I do have is a particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired by catching big tuna every year. Skills that make me a nightmare to selfish fishermen who don't want you to know what I'm about to share about in today's episode. Let's go.
I always learn to fish. Always.
Welcome back to another episode of Hustle and Fish. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most important things that could be the factor whether you come home with fish or do not. That's right, network. We're going to talk about how to build a network, the code in the network, the blessing of a network, the curse of a network, and the H&F Hustle and Fish network. Let's start off with the fundamentals. How do you build a network, okay? This is a boat right here. This outside circle, boats, is the network. This guy's on the fish. He found the school. He radios in the network, and we all get bit. From my experience, building this network all starts off with humility, hunger, knowing the right people, making the right connections. I can tell you my story, which is probably the best thing I could do. It started off with me just reaching out to one of the best in the game, the internet icon of big bluefin tuna, Billy K. You know, he was doing seminars. I was there. He was doing posts on Facebook. I was making comments. Everybody starts from the bottom for the most part, okay? So everybody could just read through the BS and they can see somebody out there who really wants it, okay? If you're a douchebag, it's going to be known and you ain't going to have no network, okay? People are smart. They can read through the lies. Just got to be yourself. Like, for example, me, okay? I'm not your typical fisherman in this fishing industry, okay? But I was embraced and I fought hard just to talk how I talk. I fought hard just to be who I am. And after a while, guys embraced me. At the end of the day, guys don't care where you're from. Guys don't care how much money you got for the most part. Guys just care if you're genuine and you're real, okay? And I ended up connecting with Billy and then meeting his friends. For example, I met Jonathan Nguyen, one of the best in the game as well, rock star, okay? Building a network is basically like building credit, like financial credit, okay? You start small and eventually the word gets out about you. You know, you can only pretend so long. If you're one of the good guys, you're a good guy. If you're a scumbag, it'll eventually come out. Now, there is a code in the fishing network that I didn't know about and I learned the hard way. For example, I would typically call Billy on the phone. He would deliver the dope. Thank you. And I recall one time I was doing a favor for a bro. Called Billy up. He gave me the dope. Next day, I'm not fishing. But Billy was assuming that I was that the dope was for me. Make a long story short, he knew I wasn't out there because we spoke that night. I think for about a whole week, he stopped taking my calls and eventually told me, hey, bro, when I give you dope, it's because you're going out the next day and that's the code. Don't ask for dope if you ain't going fishing the next day. Don't ask for dope if it's not for you. And when I said the word dope, that's intel for some who are just watching and don't know the lingo out here. So let me give you another example how I broke the code. Tanner, my buddy Tanner runs a dope operation. He's the guy that hung like 5 to 6 bluefins at one time. A great source, great dude. Not just a good fisherman, great dude. My whole network is all great dudes. And they just happen to be great fishermen. But he was calling me on the radio in my early stages. And I was too embarrassed. I was being very prideful. And I didn't want to pick up the radio when he was calling me. Ralph, come in. Ralph, come in. I just stayed in silence. Why? Because I was having a hard day. I was too prideful to say, I haven't caught nothing. I haven't seen nothing. I was just a rookie and naive. Second time, Tanner actually cut me off of his network. If this is Tanner, I lost him because the second time he was sending me text messages via Zolio For those who don't know what Zoleo is, it's a little pager where it has a satellite reading and we could text each other. You know, hey, we're at this location, we're seeing it, come down. So he was texting me. I was caught up in the moment. I wasn't even caught up in the moment. I was just doing me and not worrying about nothing else. I got to the Zoleo when I wanted something, opposed to being ears. If that Zoleo rings, it might be a friend who needs information. And I eventually got back to him at the end of the trip, and it left a bad taste, I guess, because he stopped returning my calls. No longer would he reply on the Zoleo. And after me just being persistent, Tanner, I'm sorry, I apologize, bro. He said, all right, bro, just don't do it again, bro, because I kind of really needed you. Oh, what I learned is even bad information is good information. If I'm in this zone over here and it's not popping, just get on the radio and say, yo, it's not popping, you know. And, you know, I think at one time my ego just got a little bigger than what, just got too big. And I didn't want to say, hey, there's nothing here. So just to clarify, okay, don't call nobody for information unless you're fishing the next day. That's just the code. No one ever told me. I learned the hard way. If you're in the network and your boys are reaching out to you, you better reach out as fast as you can, okay? We all need each other. And if you start playing dumb on the Zoleo, on the satellite phone, well, guess what? They play even dumber. So trust me, I got that Zoleo and I'm quick to respond, okay? These little things I'm telling you has been the game changer. There's times I wouldn't have these fish if it wasn't for these guys. And vice versa. There's times where I was this guy and got to return the favor. Before we go to the blessing, I want to shout out last week's winner from my episode, The Easy Way, where I talked all about the Mad Max. If you missed it, I'm going to leave a link in the comments so you guys can go back and watch it. Okay, last week's winner was none only than Glenn Foster. You lucky dog. You guessed 309. You weighed incorrectly. That fish taped out at exactly 309. Now, you won an amazing BGH hoodie. New contest. I'm giving out another one for anyone who can guess the weight of this tuna right here. Leave your answers in the comments. I'll find them and then I'll find you. Also, do me a quick solid. Subscribe to the channel. I got the BGH series. I'm going to be getting more details about catching big bluefin. Also, give me a like if you're feeling the content and feel that it's bringing value your way. Now, the blessing of a network. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, okay? You're going to catch more fish, okay? You're going to make new friends. You're going to get an opportunity to eventually help others catch more fish. So many times that I've been out fishing, guys, and if it wasn't for this guy right here, I would have caught nothing, okay? Everybody's out here working hard. This guy found the meat. He calls us in. I go there, get a fish, come back with meat, and I know deep down inside, I would have caught nothing that day unless I got called in. That's the blessing of having a network. It's a total game changer. Now, the curse of having a network, okay, guys? This is serious. I saved the best for last. Oh, no, this is last. The curse of having a network, guys, in the beginning for me is I wouldn't make a move unless I spoke to the network. If I didn't have solid data, intel, dope, I wouldn't fish. I would tell my guys, we're not fishing today. No intel. I haven't heard nothing. And that went on, guys, for years. I think like 2 or 3 years, I wouldn't make a move unless my network gave me some confirmation, okay? And eventually, thanks to my crew, my guys, they said, let's just go anyways, bro. Let's just get on the water. And I did the research, kind of knew what to do, but never really took it upon myself to do it 100%. And I found the fish, had an amazing day. Matter of fact, we got limits that day. And a switch turned on, like, hey, I could do this on my own. And then from there, I started to build. And now I just love going on my own. Like, it doesn't matter to me if the network's out there or not. I truly believe if I want to go fish tomorrow, I can find fish because it's been proven time after time. Yeah, right now it's February. I can find the fish, okay? Just right now I'm caught up with a few things. Just so you guys know, the Pacific Coast Show, March 7th through the 10th, a core offshore will be there, okay? And I'm getting all that stuff ready. On a side note, you guys know I started a new company called Rock Electric. I'm looking forward to fishing season. Right now I'm just hustling my butt off, getting ready for it. But the curse at the end of the day was getting information, being spoon-fed does keep you a baby, okay? I'm so happy now that I've matured. I've learned a lot. And I'm looking forward to getting more into detail with you guys, showing you guys about how I track good water, chlorophyll, temp breaks, the apps I use. Those are future episodes, so just stay tuned, guys. And at the very end, the Hustle and Fish Network, that's us. Anybody here watching my episodes who subscribe to the channel, I consider you in my network, okay, guys? And I want to carry on tradition, all right? There were some players in the fishing industry who've helped me, and now I just want to just carry it on and help you guys. So feel free to hit me up. Just remember the codes, remember the few things we talked about, and I'll be happy to provide information, help the next guy out who's hungry, humble, and willing to go just put work in. So with that being said, it's a wrap. Hustle and fish. Let's go.
I always find the fish. Always.